Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa man wala amma ba'd. Alhamdulillah, today we are on third fiqh lesson, fiqh class of fasting of Sawm. Our today's topic is Qada and Kaffara fasts. I think you heard about Qada and Kaffara. Qada,
Yeah.
Qada means due. That means performing some things, some actions, uh, due actions later. That is called qada. Qada means due. To keep one fast in place of a fast that was missed or broken later. And kafara, to keep 60 fasts continuously without a break in between. Kafara, this one is related to Saum or fasting. But kafara, if you mean kafara, just kafara means penalty. How we get penalty in game and so many places in our school, college, universities, like this. Kafara means verbally, this one means penalty. And qada means due. Such that you have due money in your school, the time you have to pay that later as due. Also, qada is like due, and also we can perform salah if we miss our salah, any time of salah, that time we have to perform that in qada later. Then, so what about qada and kafara in Sawm, in fasting? This is about that. Number one, if a person eats, you have to keep in mind, hello, everyone, especially those who are adults now, mature, who have obligatory to keep fasting, keep in mind that exactly and perfectly, and never forget it, because this is important for us. Number one, if a person eats, drinks, or has relations with his wife or husband intentionally, whilst fasting in the month of Ramadan, he will have to keep one qada fast, followed by the 60 kafara fasts. I think here only said, okay, if we don't get about the later, I will explain about kafara again. And then number two. So who can tell me here how many actions mentions here? If we do intentionally, that time we have to do both qada and kafara. Look, eating, drinking, and relations with wife or husband intentionally. If we do any of these three intentionally, in the keeping fastings of Ramadan, the time you have to do in the month of Ramadan, not fasting of Ramadan. That means during Ramadan you have to do any of these. The time you have to do both. Number two, if he eats, drinks, or has relations unintentionally. Here, this word is very important. Intentionally and unintentionally. Intentionally mean willingly. Unintentionally mean unwillingly. That means by mistake if you do anything. And unintentionally, this one. His fast will not break. And he will not have to keep a qada fast. Very important. That means if you drink, just you are keeping fast. You are keeping fast of Ramadan during Ramadan, but as first Ramadan, as first fasting, I mean, as first Saum, by mistake you drink water, or you have taken dinner, sorry, not dinner, lunch. The time your Saum or your fasting will not be broken, even if you drink water, even if you drink Coke, Panta like this, anything. Number three, if a person, so if, oh, look, but if you do that consciously, you are saying, today I will forget to drink. I mean, as I am fasting, that one I will forget and I will drink in my school. If you do like this, at that time your fasting will be broken. Keep in mind. Number three, if a person vomits a mouthful intentionally, his fast breaks and he will have to make qada. That means if you do these three actions intentionally, that time you have to do both qada and kafara. We already learned about qada. Qada means just performing that sound, that fasting exactly later what you missed out. But if you do intentionally, that time you have to keep 61st. 61st. That means continuously 2 months without a break in between. Suppose, very, 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 very important. This is very cautious for us that suppose you kept 59 fasts, but end of the day, you have, may Allah save us, you have a diarrhea. You have very dangerous fever. So because of that, you can't keep fasting the 61st. That means the 60 number first you can't. Because of that, you have to restart the 61st again. Am I clear? Hello. I think you haven't got it. So have you
I got
got?
it. Yes.
Okay. So respond me, because this is very critical penalty. Because you can ask me why Islam so hard. No, this is not hard, because this is penalty. You did willingly during Ramadan, that's why you have to get penalty, you have to get punishment. So this is punishment. Okay. And number four, drinking any kind of medicine intentionally will make qada and kafara necessary. Also, with these three things, if you take medicine, but keep in mind, if you are in critical moment, in serious moment, that mean you have diarrhea. If you time you are in the moment of seriousness, I mean in the moment of this four, any of these four, that time you can break your fast. That time only you have to keep that qada later. Okay, so you can. But if, right, suppose we have to take some medicines just as usual. But if we want that one, we can skip for one moment, or for 6 or 10 hours, because you will not take your medicine just after taking sahari, after starting daytime. I think you may take your medicine almost passing half of the day. So that time, if you skip taking that medicine, you will be alive and you will not have any dangerous thing or any great problem. If you don't have like this, that time you have to keep fasting, you have to keep continue. Okay, then number four, yeah, we already did. Number five, a person who ate or drank unintentionally and thereafter thought that his fast broke and he ate again, then he will have to keep qada. Keep in mind, hello, right now you already know You already known to this role. That means if you do anything unintentionally, that time your sawm, your roza is available, is valid now. So after validation, if you assume that my um, my sawm, my fasting already broken. That's why I have to drink, I have to drink. No, you already know that your sawm is available, is still valid. So after that, if you do willingly, if you eat willingly, intentionally, that time you are on the first rule. You are breaking as first rule. That time you have to do qada and kafara both because you already know this rule. But if you are unknown, the time you had number five. Right now, number five already done. Number six, if a person while skipping his kafara first misses out one or two in between, even if it is due to sickness, he will have to start the 60 all over again. I already told you this one. Number six. So be careful. Number seven, if the month of Ramadan comes in between the kafara fast, it will have to be started all over again after Ramadan. Suppose just you missed one, you broke intentionally one fasting this last year, in the last year, but you are doing kafara just 2 months before of Ramadan. You know that in Arabic lunar month there are 29 days or 30 days in a month. So just before 2 months you started your kafara fasting, 60 days fasting. But unfortunately, any of both months has 29 days to fulfill 1 month. That time you can keep 59 days and 1 day will in Ramadan month. So you know that Ramadan's fasting in Ramadan is fard, obligatory. Because of obligatory, you have to keep that fast. Fast, F-I-R-S-T, fast. That's why 59 fasting, what you done already as qada, as kafara, so that kafara will be nullified. That means after Ramadan, you have to restart the 60 fastings again. That means this is penalty. That's why be careful. A very old person or a person who is extremely sick and has no hope of recovering from his sickness after Ramadan should give fidya, compensation for his first of Ramadan that he missed. The fidya amount is equal to the amount of sadaqatul fitr. This is, how much you have to pay as sadaqatul fitr for one fasting, for one saum, one roza, you have to pay like this sadaqatul fitr for one. So if you can't 30 or 29 fastings, that time you have to pay 29, like 29 times sadaqatul fitr. For every single fasting, you have to pay one time. That is called one barat or one amount of sadaqatul fitr. And then if after Ramadan, the old person gains strength or the sick person recovers, he should keep the qada of the fast he missed. He will be rewarded for whatever fidya he gave. That means some old men of us, uh, they they're almost hopeless. They will get recover of their strength. But fortunately, if they get back their strength, the time he already that I mean those people already gave fidya because of hopeless. After that, because of getting a strength, they they have to keep qada, the missed out fastings. After that, here said that you will get also reward for fidya, for paying fidya, because you already paid fidya. So here we got about qada and kafara. So one thing is missing here, that is as penalty. What already said, to keep 60 fasts continuously without a break in between. So if you want, keep in mind, if you want to pay also fidya for 61st. 61st mean you have to pay sadaqatul as amount of sadaqatul fitr for every single fast. That means you have to pay like 60 amount of sadaqatul fitr for one breaking fast as penalty. And also you have to do qada. That means you have to, if you have to do one qada, keep in mind, you can pay fidya. If you are a strong man, you can pay fidya for qada one. You have to keep qada. But for 60, continuously without a break in between, I mean only for kafara you can pay fidya. Though you are strong. Though you are strong. This is view of Imam Abu Hanifa, rahimahullah alayhi. What we say there, school of thought of Imam Abu Hanifa, mazhab. It means mazhab. So, and also you can pay. There are three options. Keep in mind. For kafara, for qada, there is no option. There is also as like as fastings of Ramadan. That is obligatory upon you. You have to do. But for kafara, there are three options. Number one, what we got there already, 61st continuously without broken between of those. Even at the end of the 60. If you can't the 60 number, that time you have to restart. And then option number two, you have to pay fidya for 60 fasts. That means for every single one, you have to pay one amount of sadaqatul fitr. It may be that is called about half sa. Arabic measurement is sa. So sa means about there are many views, different views, how much. But the famous one, I mean, according to Imam Abu Hanifa and according to the thought of the school of Imam Abu Hanifa, that is about 1.75 kilo, half sa of heat you have to pay. This one as measure, I mean, I think if you count that as dollar, it may be, yeah, how much for 1.75 kilogram rice? Can anyone say? Okay, let me check out in Google the amount of fidya in dollars. Okay, So I got zakat.org, how much in this fidya for Ramadan 2022. It is $10. $10 per validity missed fasting day. And, and this is at Zakat Foundation of America. According to that one, I got about $10. So it may be up and down. Okay. And for that, you may get fatwa in your Islamic center or near Islamic center as following which one is your favor. That one you can ask. That means there are different views. That's why I'm saying that. But in Islam, as your wish, you can choose anything. You have to choose according to Quran and Sunnah. But where are available many views, that time you can uh, choose by any scholar. Okay. And then, I told you number one, number two, number three is to feed a person per day. That means 2 meals in average. This is also a penalty, or for 60 fastings you have to feed. You can also feed only one person. Also, if you want, you can feed 60 people together, 60 persons. That means if you feed 60 people one day, 2 meals, that means 120 meals in average, how you eat in your family. This is allowed also. Also, you are allowed to feed one person for 60 days, 2 meals in average, how you eat. I think I got. Am I clear?
Yes. Clear.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
okay, up to here is Qada and Kaffara lesson. Inshallah, next day we will do about Taraweeh lesson, Taraweeh. So, please, everyone should study, should practice these lessons. This is very important for for doing a nice, a perfect Ramadan by keeping by doing fastings, and also by reciting the Quran, by following Quran and Sunnah's rules and regulations. Inshallah, you can do a perfect Ramadan, coming Ramadan. That's why please study this one and practice this one. Also, you should study with your family members, with your parents, with your brothers, elder sisters, with them. Then it will be effective for you, inshallah. So may Allah grant us, and also we should make a dua. Allahumma barik lana fi Rajab wa Sha'ban wa ballighna Ramadan. That means, oh Allah, please give us barakah in the month of Sha'ban and Rajab and Sha'ban, and reach us to the month of Ramadan. Amen. So this hadith is weak, but this is very important dua. Okay, so no more today. I hope you will practice, inshallah. No more
Assalamu
today. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. استودع الله دينكم وأمانتكم وخواتيم عملكم.